Let's talk about Kyle. Praise for Kyle Shanahan. I really was critical of Kyle the last couple of weeks. He's had a lot of excuses, and his ability to make the Niners competitive with a bunch of backups on the field, including third-string quarterbacks, is commendable. His game plans are terrific. His play designs are top-notch. But I've been pointing out the last couple of weeks that his game management loses games for the Niners. His over-aggression in certain spots with a lead cost them games, and I went through specific plays, and I asked him in press conferences, and he got all defensive. But the thing about Kyle is maybe he's defensive on the spot when you ask him in person, but he seems to really honestly reflect. And in this game, he called the most conservative game he's called all year and won. He was just great in this game. He really let his running back win the game. He let his defense win the game. He won scoring 20 points. Now, he should have scored 27 if his kicker hadn't missed all those kicks. But really, he had a very understated performance from his offense. He wasn't trying to run up big numbers. He had 183 passing yards. Fine, whatever, win the game. He did. He did all the things that I told him to do in his quality control meeting. It's clear that he paid attention and took notes because the longest section was about him. It was about 15 minutes. He did great. Now, I was nitpicking on him early in the first half because he reads my texts during the games and tweets. I was like, dude, every time you're in a position, 3rd and 8, you can go back a couple of plays and look at a pass you called unnecessarily. And the things that I was looking at was like, dude, when you do pass, it needs to be play action, bootleg stuff. Like everything, the defense needs to be first looking at a run because your offense is not built to do straight dropbacks. And it's not that every single time you call a straight dropback pass, something bad's going to happen, but like 50% of the time it's going to happen. So be careful. Don't call that stuff. It's not what your offensive line does well, it's not what your quarterback does well. And he did a brilliant job minimizing the straight drop back passes in the game. The Niners weren't particularly good on 3rd down. That's when you got to go straight drop back. They minimized that. There was this one point at the end of the first half that killed me, that I felt like Shanahan was like either trying to lose or just being stubborn or trolling me. But they're up 7-6. They have 30 seconds left in the half. They try to lead a 2-minute drive. They call 4 straight drop back passes, no play action, no nothing. And of course, what happens? The first 2 are okay. The 3rd one should have been a pick 6, dropped by the defense. The 4th one fumbled, recovered by Arizona. Luckily, there was only 5 seconds left in the clock when Arizona got the ball, and they couldn't do much with it. But it's like, Kyle, you're winning the game. You're winning a game you have no business winning. You're beating a potential playoff team with backups. Your game plan is legit. You're doing a great job. You've done everything right. You've managed CJ Beathard. He's confident. The team's confident in him. The defense is playing great. Just go into halftime with a lead. Don't give the ball back to Arizona. Don't give them any more points. It's like, here we go. Empty backfield, I believe, on the 3rd play leads to the near pick 6, and the next one is a fumble. And it's like, I'm thinking about, it's like, okay, well, that's not going to cost you today. But what I'm seeing is you make the same mistakes in the same situations every game. So it didn't cost you in this one, but are you going to do this again next year or next week? Probably. Kyle, if you're listening, stop it. Stop it. That was the one moment in this game where you lost your mind. The one moment. There was also a moment in the 4th quarter where you were winning and you called a pass to Kittle on the first play. He dropped it. You called a zone read on the 2nd play. CJ Beathard gained 2, and then you called a pass on the 3rd play. Those were your 2 worst series. Every other thing you did was really on point. It was great. It was really, really super good. So what I'm saying is you got the right idea. You tried to execute to your best. There were 2 series that you kind of lost your minds. That's good, though. That's a big step in the right direction for you. Game management is what hurts you. And in this game, you basically were great except for those 2 drives. So good job. Definite improvement. You got 1% better. You got 3% better today. Kyle, salute. Good job.